Hello and welcome to MARL 5G Demo Day. My name is Adam Beal and I'm the CEO and co-founder of AwareEye. In 2009, I was sitting at a stoplight and I looked up in my rearview mirror just in time to see a car barreling towards me with the driver looking down and not at the road. He hit me so hard that my head literally went out the back window. Now I'm lucky that I walked away from this accident, but many others aren't as lucky. This is an experience that always stuck with me. And while we all know that we could improve our behavior to be less distracted while driving, what you might not know is that many aspects of how distracting your car will be were determined before you ever bought it. AwareEye was founded by two friends with complementary skill sets and a passion to solve this problem. In 2018, we launched AwareEye to create a new class of digital twin or digital engineering artificial intelligence. And what that means is we can simulate how people will interact with machines in ways not previously possible. The reason you might want to do this is that the only alternative is doing actual real-world testing where you build a prototype and have people use it. And this provides useful feedback, but it's slow, expensive, and dangerous. An organization that has leaned into the use of this technology is the United States Air Force, and this is an opportunity that we have capitalized on. We've completed 2 U.S. Air Force contracts, and we're currently under contract with National Institute of Standards and Technology. And while government contracting has been a good way to grow our business, we're now taking a page from the Palantir playbook and setting our sights on a lucrative commercial opportunity. We're asking $350,000 to close our first paying automaker and secure our intellectual property. Between 2009 and 2016, vehicle prices rose 29%. Primarily driven by better in-vehicle technology features. And the problem is that even though automakers can continually add new features to your car, the tools they use now to design your car cannot simulate how safe or distracting those features will be. Current testing methodologies are effective human safety and usability testing with eye tracking, but unfortunately, it's very expensive and slow, and because you need to build a car to perform the testing, it limits the effective time period in which you can do this testing. To solve this problem, we've created a highly accurate simulation software that can show how people will interact with their cars. So for example, if an engineer wanted to know how long it will take someone to program their favorite radio station, how long each step will take, and what percentage of the time they'll be looking away from the road, those are things that we can predict. And to do so, we only need the digital designs that are created by engineers in the very earliest stage of the vehicle design process. So using just those designs, we can provide the feedback that engineers need to improve your car, make it safer, and more pleasurable to operate. In a real-world proof of concept, we put our technology head-to-head with the best competing alternative, human safety and usability testing with eye tracking, and we were found to be 5,700 times faster and 600 times less cost. And compared to competing alternatives, Aware is the only tool that is both fast and effective. We'll sell Aware as a software subscription that will be a desktop-based application in the cloud. Based on our user research, we believe that this is a $8 billion recurring annual opportunity, and our 3-year target is to capture 3% of the market. Now, this isn't something that we woke up yesterday and decided to do. I have a deep background in science and technology, and I've been involved in automotive for over 15 years. And my co-founder, Dr. Ben Sawyer, is a previous entrepreneur and a world-renowned and award-winning scientist with a focus in automotive design and driver safety. Our advisors are Dr. Michael Paley, former CEO of Aptima, and Mr. Rob Cleese, former chief at Air Force Research Labs. We're very capital efficient, and we've set goals that we believe are both ambitious and achievable. And we've coincided our product development milestones with what we believe are the fundable milestones that can position us to pursue the greater market opportunity. Since founding the company, our passion for this problem and our commitment to its solution has been recognized, and we've been nominated for multiple awards and enjoyed tremendous traction. We are AwareEye, and we're improving safety and ease of use for users while decreasing costs and saving time for manufacturers. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Noam, CEO and co-founder of FeatherCloud, a 5G content delivery network, or 5G CDN. We provide blazing fast video streaming. I used to ride a train back from work, and all I wanted to do after a hard day is just relax and watch my favorite show. But when it got stuck about 5 times, I just gave up and went to sleep. So why do we get bad streaming? 1. The way to the cloud is just too far. 2. There are too many hops on the way, which results in high variation. And 3. HD files are just too big. The current system cannot keep up with the rapid pace of videos being streamed, because there's no CDN on the edge. If you're lucky, you're streaming from a server at city level. And if not, the server may be even out of state. We bring your videos 10 times closer to the cell tower just a mile away. We are literally the last mile solution with as much as 5 milliseconds latency. Our solution is lighter, better, faster, and more affordable. In order to bring the content 10 times closer to you, we have to break down these servers. We know how to break each server into more than 20 servers working together. You'd be surprised, but this is not an easy task. In order to do that, we're using a clustered architecture with deep 5G integration and utilize AI predictive caching. Basically, we know what you're going to watch before you watch it and bring it to the last mile for you. In order to do that efficiently, we're using machine learning super resolution to pack 60% more content on the same storage. Our lab experiments show a significant change in delivery times. You can see FeatherCloud in blue with much lower latency than the competition in gray. If we look at it closely, we can see that more than 90% of the requests being sent to FeatherCloud get less than 25 milliseconds. On top of that, our operation is so smooth, it reduces 90% of network traffic. Nowadays, the CDN market is going crazy. By the Intricately report of 2019 and 2020, the CDN market is growing 28% per year and will stand on $50 billion by 2025. We're focusing our penetration strategy through video streaming over cellular in the US, steadily expanding worldwide over both cellular and internet. We are disrupting the industry with our business model. Having a totally lean operation with zero capital. We charge content creators like Disney and Hulu 1 cent per GB for content delivery. 40% goes out to 5G cloud operations, and 60% of it is our net revenue. Just to get a picture, a client like Hulu, which has 35 million subscribers, each watching around 30 gigabytes worth of data per month, results in more than $10 million monthly revenue to FeatherCloud. Our go-to-market strategy is very simple. First stage is telco partnerships for the infrastructure integration. Then we move on to direct deals with content creators. And we're already engaging with telcos, telecom manufacturers, and content creators. As you can see, no competition can provide our blazing fast delivery. Even Akamai, the biggest player in the market, lags behind, and Aleph is focused on being a platform rather than a service. Eran and I are the founders of FeatherCloud. I am the CEO with vast experience in AI algorithms. Eran is our CTO with over 21 years of experience in telecom software. We have a strong advisory board and team specializing in 5G edge computing, video streaming, online optimization, and front-end development. We're backed by MARL Accelerator and the Israeli Startup Innovation Grant. We have a full working alpha working towards a 5G based beta by the end of 21 and commercial launch by mid-22. We are raising a $300K pre-seed in safes for a 9-month runway, mostly devoted to product development along cloud operations and patents. Hi, I'm Noam, the CEO. For more information, you can contact me directly via the email below. Thanks and have a good day. We are FeatherCloud. Everywhere you look, anything you watch. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Ali, co-founder and CEO of Flypath. Flypath product is a combo concept of the drone and a rover in a unified transformative robotic platform. Delivery problems via human are happening every day for almost all of us. Missed deliveries, delays, lack of accurate package tracking, and recently maintaining social distancing is very critical to stay safe. And finally, I should note here the cost of deliveries via human is more than 10 times the cost of deliveries with robots. So, I would like to introduce you to our product ICO. ICO is the world's first combo aerial and terrestrial rover for small to mid-sized package deliveries. Having a fleet of ICOs powered by 5G, we are planning to take over last mile deliveries in the best visible way. Now let's explore some of the key technical specification of ICO. The payload that it can carry is 5 pounds. It can fly up to 10 miles, and it can cruise on land up to 10 miles. So the range is 10 miles. It is equipped with a touch screen, so if someone wants access to the loaded package using a unique access code, the touch screen can help to do that. And it's an AI robot powered by 5G. I will talk about those AI features in the later slides. And also, its flight ceiling is 1,000 feet, and also the endurance in 35 minutes. So you might ask why we are doing this business. Well, because we have a great passion about our innovations, and nevertheless a huge market is also ahead of us. Based on our deep market research, there are three main sources of cash flow that are together worth more than $3 trillion. Well, now how we are planning to make money. So this is a good question. We are anticipating to get revenue from four main channels: direct sales, lease to sales, partnering with courier services like USPS, UPS, and last support and after sales services. Now the question, who are our competitors? Our competitors are using different robotic platforms that have their own pros and cons. Generally speaking, ground-based sidewalk robots like quad rovers or 6WD rovers have a short range and a slow transport with lack of advanced self-driving mode, meaning that humans are still controlling them remotely. On the other hand, aerial-based robots are more faster, autonomous, and agile, but aerial-based robots have their own cons. For example, fixed-wing UAVs lack VTOL ability, vertical takeoff and landing, I mean. Multi-loaders have shorter battery life, and the weather condition impacts flight. And also there are numerous prohibited flight zones. So based on those limitations, Rover, our product ICO, can make a decision whether to go flight or cruise and land to accomplish a mission. The Flypath project officially started in 2018 with filing utility patents, and later we incorporated Flypath and raised our first pre-seed funds from Plug and Play and MARL Accelerator. We also got some micro grants from various entrepreneurship competitions such as Value Innovation Challenge and IEEE COVID-19 Entrepreneurship Challenge. Now we are asking $1 million for production tools and facilities, for technology development, for licensing and IPOs, and also for marketing. We assembled a highly educated team. I'm Ali, CEO and co-founder with aerospace and mechanical engineering and electrical engineering background. My co-founder and CTO, Dr. Zahiri, with aerospace and mechanical engineering background. And advisors, Robab, a former technical fellow at Boeing. She was designing aircraft for more than 20 years. Ira, our marketing and financial advisor, now is currently running 8 other companies simultaneously. We recently also opened a new branch in Europe with help of Dr. Langlona and Mr. Malwadi, our managing partners at Europe. I would like to thank everybody, and my special thanks to Amir and Prakash and team at MARL Accelerator for giving us such a wonderful opportunity. I'm open to your wonderful questions.
Hello, I'm Rahul, CTO at Sensegrass, a soil intelligence platform. At Sensegrass, we are solving the problem of most inefficient and polluting sector in the world, agriculture, primarily due to excessive fertilizers, water wastage, and lack of soil health information with the farmer. In a conventional way, they collect soil samples in small ratio, perform lab tests, which is only 47% accurate, and takes over 7 working days for getting these expensive reports. Our solution is a soil intelligence platform using patented IoT and AI algorithm for sustainable precision farming to improve yield output while using lesser resources. The 3 key components of our solution are AI SaaS platform, GIS information from public nanosatellites, and our proprietary soil sensors, which combined together provide users with real-time soil health information, crop monitoring, prediction, and prescription from AI agronomist via our web and mobile applications, and also by providing third-party API integrations. From our current customer data, we have been able to reduce 38% of fertilizers and water usage, saving roughly around $43 per acre, while improving the yield output by 22%, which has been possible with deep understanding of soil health information from our patent-pending optical spectroscopy sensor technology, which measures over 14 different soil parameters at various depth levels, which is built in partnership with Qualcomm, Cisco, and MIT. Here is a screen from our application where you see soil parameter values from our soil sensor and the ideal range of that particular crop, which we also provide sustainable, actionable insights on how to maintain the ideal range for optimal yield output. Farmer gets all this information in one single application, right from crop cycle management to monitoring. In comparison to our competitors, we are superior in 3 aspects. Our AI agronomist, which is first of its kind, to not only provide analysis but also provide predictions and prescriptions for farm activities. Our patented soil sensor using optical spectroscopy is cost effective and needs lesser maintenance and calibration. And our time series GIS analysis from nanosatellite is way superior than our competition in giving deep analytics. Our primary market has been US and Europe, currently focusing on corporate farmers and FMCG sector. We have huge scope to expand vertically moving forward. Our business model offers bundle subscription for farmers, enterprises, and custom requests of our SaaS platform and soil sensors. We are currently at an ARR of 57K US dollars with 210 bookings, monitoring over 360 acres of farmland and providing over 28 third-party API integrations. We currently have 2 annual contracts and 4 more in final stage of the funnel. We are a perfect blend of business, tech, and agronomy. Lalit takes care of business and sales. I take care of tech and product development, and Abhishek is on DevOps. We also happen to be a third generation from a farming family, giving us deep empathy on ground challenges and needs of our farmer. Down the line, we want to be the operating system for farmers and expand into food tracing, aquaponics, ocean tech, and food sorting. We have been globally recognized and awarded by Forbes, Cisco, World Economic Forum, and many more for our work in sustainable development goals. We are currently looking for a seed round of 1.5 million US dollars for a runway of 18 months. We will be primarily using these funds for product development, sales, and commercial production to reach our goal of 30K MRR. So let's join hands to create next big revolution. I'm available here for more questions And you can also reach out to me on rahul@sensegrass.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Max Montre, CEO and co-founder of Sportstrace. And at Sportstrace, we provide AI video automation to help athletes and coaches succeed. As a former coach, it was impossible to see the entire field while trying to scale across all the players, whether I was in a game situation or during practice. Despite the fact that video technology was available, I didn't have the opportunity or the time to go back and review all of that information. And there are things coaches miss even if they can view the entire field of play. As an athlete, I was always hungry for more and more resources, more knowledge, more advice on how to get better. And I had more than most. For those that don't necessarily have as many resources at their disposal, what can they do? Now, current athlete performance solutions can be difficult to use with hard setup that only allows use in a few situations. Lab settings or multiple expensive, hard to use cameras, just cumbersome equipment. Other solutions are easier to use but don't provide any accuracy. And both kinds of solutions require manual input to deliver only data at no scale. Enter Sportstrace. At Sportstrace, our mission is to provide athletes and coaches anywhere and on any budget the ability to do more with our patent-pending AI video automation technology. We recognize the sport, the activity, and the body in 3D from one single cell phone camera. We analyze this information in the cloud so it's available to you anywhere. And we recommend how you can get better at what you're doing. The Sportstrace cloud-based solution allows for easier use and delivery of information about video. Sportstrace accurately turns video into actionable recommendations and personalized insights. We empower athletes to do more in an intuitive way. Cloud and ML AI technologies have given us this chance to bring this to life in a fast, affordable way. The idea is simple. Use your phone, and Sportstrace does the rest. Upload to the cloud where we process quickly and efficiently so that you can access on any device. Your history of in-game and training consistency helps you to get better in your short career. The market for sport analytics and player tracking is growing at an extreme rate, but that only tells a small part of the story. We think about the millions of athletes that are out there that necessarily need this kind of assistance to help them, and the coaches that could benefit with essentially a third hand in the job that they're doing right now. For our competition, we're really occupying a space where we have a better, more cost-effective solution and higher accuracy through automation beyond anything else out there. In fact, we see a lot of the competition as complementary type services, and we built a platform where we can also leverage the data of their platforms. Our business model focuses on teams while engaging with the coach and analyst. We've gotten a lot of traction with baseball to start, where market inefficiencies and technology adoption has been great for us. Obviously, we have eyes on moving beyond just the sport of baseball and beyond just teams, eventually into individuals. Our plan is systemic growth with a controlled release to other sports. Our team is extremely well positioned in this space. I'm a former coach. My co-founder Alex is a former college golfer as well. We're technology first, and on top of that, we both worked at Microsoft. I have startup employment and founding experience, and the work that we did at Microsoft was especially pinpointed to the problem that we're trying to solve: making sense of big data, making it relatable to generalized audiences. The traction we've made has manifested itself into partnerships, not only with teams and industry experts, not only with great accelerator and incubator programs, but I'm coming to you live from Missouri, where we've been given an equity-free grant. We haven't even launched yet, but we've grown to 13 team users in the past 6 weeks. In September, when baseball was back for over 1 month, we had a significant increase in data usage. October more than doubled that. College and pro teams are coming and reaching out to us just based on unpaid social postings that we're currently making. Our ask? To help us in this journey, $750,000 that will give us 18 more months of runway after we become generally available this fall. We'll spend that on product development, go-to-market, and the technology infrastructure for our customer-consumer application. So help us measure what matters at Sportstrace. Thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to your questions.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mithunadit, co-founder and the CEO of Sparthquake. Sparthquake is a new, social, and the latest shopping destination for Gen Z and millennials. Everyone has an unpleasant online shopping story. Mine involves a bachelorette party. A close friend who had ordered shoes online for the occasion got a pair that did not fit, and we needed to rush to a nearby store at the 11th hour. This incident got into us, and we realized the expectation of the online shoppers rarely meets reality. We did our research and found the three key reasons. There is no trial room experience in online shopping, and so we all face this look and size dilemma. We get to read the reviews and ratings from anonymous strangers, and most of the time they are not completely reliable. In fact, the research by FakeSpot says that 73% of online reviews are planted to influence our purchase decisions. And we love to get a second opinion from friends and family to reinforce our purchase decisions. Unfortunately, we don't have that option in online shopping. But don't you worry, Sparthquake provides a solution via AR-based social shopping experience. We bring the trial room experience to the small device in your palm. Yes, you can experience the product virtually through your mobile camera to find the size and fit. This will bridge the gap between offline and online experiences by replacing the current 2D visuals with hyper-realistic 3D augmented reality experiences. And no more stranger reviews. Our AI-based mapping system helps you connect with real and relatable people who are the expert reviewers or those who have already purchased the product. So you can be 100% sure about the reviews. Finally, you are not a lonely shopper anymore. The moment you feel like you need a second opinion, tap on share, start chatting, and get instant feedback from your friends and family with our inbuilt messaging system. There has been a sharp surge in social shopping since 2014, and the COVID-19 outbreak has made online shopping the most popular alternative to the crowded stores. Now is the time for us to invest in this market with an impressive total addressable market size of 89.4 billion. The available market for service is 1.92 billion, and the serviceable obtainable market is 400 million. We have competitors, but with our unique interwoven approach of community selling with AR discovery experience, we create a strong emotional connection with Gen Zs and young millennials, a segment that brands have struggled to engage in recent years, and a segment that has far more spending potential today than it had 5 years ago. This gives us the edge over other players. We have two models that penetrate deeper into the target market and influence sales with very less customer acquisition costs. First one is our in-house channel partner model. Influencers create, share, and bring their own followers from external social channels to influence sales. Next one is networking effect. Once users discover, they bring their friends and family from their own social channels and private communities to get an immediate opinion. This will influence the peer-to-peer review and thereby sales. I believe our team has the core competence, proven work record, and a vision to succeed. I am the CEO, and with years of experience in building the engine of businesses, an engine that skyrockets ROI, I am carrying the daring vision and the detailed plan to build the business from scratch. Anusha Sundar is my co-founder, and she takes care of the operations in Sparthquake. With strong domain expertise, Sridev, our head technology, is building scalable solutions out of our business logic. Mohan is our product evangelist. With all his out-of-the-box growth hacking ideas, he is spreading the gospel of Sparthquake to our target audience. Last January, we have launched the MVP and acquired 500 users in just 5 days. Last February, we have been recognized in the coveted list of Super 30 Startups 2020 by Times Next magazine. NASCAR incubation has a single-digit acceptance rate for its cohort startups, and we have managed to incubate there last July. We have introduced the Friendfluencer feature and have onboarded 200 plus Friendfluencers. August was a big month for us. We have rolled out an AR beta program and we have got 1000 plus beta users signed up. Followed by the beta program, we have raised pre-seed from MARL 5G Accelerator. Last month, the monthly active user base is 2500 plus. We will expand the vendor partnerships to 150 and foray into other high-margin verticals like home appliances by next quarter. Here is the interesting part. We make money in two ways. The first one is a flat 10% commission from every sale we influence through Sparthquake. The second one is with the help of our AR as a service, the technology that converts the existing 2D inventory of the brands and vendors into 3D images, and we charge 250 USD per merchant per year in the beginning. We expect us to break even at 50,000 seats by December 2021 and make a profit of $40 million by 2023. Our ask is 450k USD, and we will be spending 50% of the investment in product development, 30% in growth, and 10% equally in tech infrastructure and vendor acquisition. Over the past 6 months since launch, we have received compliments from people across India, and this early adopter feedback gives us more power to work on this product. Thank you everyone for listening, and we are open to your questions. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. My name is Val. I'm the CEO and co-founder of TechShelf. And also, I'm a new dad. And like many dads, a few months ago, I was on a mission to buy some baby formula at Rite Pharmacy. It was 2 a.m. in the morning. And I was so disappointed because when I got there, the shelf with much needed product, it was just empty. And I needed to go to another 24-hour pharmacy to find the product I need because our baby likes to eat a really specific formula, which is Similac Elemental. And can you imagine how many shoppers, just like me, are facing the same situation? So at TechShelf, we're addressing the out-of-stock problem with our smart panels and SaaS dashboards. Basically, the out-of-stock problem is the primary reason of revenue loss for retailers and brands. Also, it increases the risk for your brand loyalty. And it's another reason for why frustrated shoppers will go to another store to buy the item they need. Our solution is a smart panel that can be easily installed on top of any existing shelf in store. And from the moment it's there, we're able to inform our customers well before the out of stock happens. So in that way, shelves are replenished faster and sales keeps flowing. How does it work? We have the optical sensors that sends the information to our software that creates real-time analytics. Also, we ensure 5G communication between our servers and panels. We can install some additional cameras just for planogram compliance purposes. And also, we have this so-called frictionless installation process. That means we don't need any mechanical installation. You just put our panel on top of the existing shelf, and basically you are good to go. Talking about our business model, it's an enterprise SaaS, and we charge one-time installation fee, which for an average CVS store is going to be between 8 and 16K. And just for your understanding, we don't need to equip the entire store with our panels, rather install our equipment only for 20% of high torn, high value items. Because basically Pareto principle works everywhere, and retail and distribution is not an exception. And those 20% of the items cause 80% of the problem. Also, we charge a monthly subscription fee, which is $10 a foot. And again, for an average CVS store, it's going to be between 1 and 2K. 980 billion, that's the total estimated loss of revenues that every year that retailers and brands encounter every year. Based on the same principle, we are coming to our serviceable addressable market of around 196 billion. And assuming we will be covering only 1%, we're getting to 2 billions in serviceable, obtainable market. The key differentiator for TechShelf is the fact that we're tracking not only the first line with the products, but we're able to track the entire backstock. And this fact gives us the capability to prevent the out of stock and to optimize the employer productivity by informing them which shelves needs to be replenished and when. Here's our traction and roadmap. We started in 2018 with pre-accelerator program. Then we managed to run some pilot tests with AB InBev in Kyiv. After that, we improved our solution. We incorporated everything into our one smart panel. And in 2020, we become part of 2 accelerators. We're part of Startup Ventures based in New York City. And right now, we're finishing the MARL 5G Accelerator program. We plan to secure paid pilots by the end of the year, implement new features, get further rounds of investment. And here is our great team that I'm proud to present you. Me with 10 years of experience in retail and FMCG. I've got my brother in my team. Here's our CTO and engineer. We've got Ivan, here is our microcontroller programmer. Dennis is our backend developer responsible for all the algorithms, machine learning, and so on. And recently we onboarded two great advisors. I'm talking about Brian Pila with experience with Fortune 500 companies, and Rick Olson with 25 years of experience at Target Corporation. Obviously, COVID-19 impacted a bit our pipeline, but those are the guys we're in a conversation right now, and we really like how our conversation is going, specifically with P&G Urban Innovation Department. And thanks to MARL Accelerator, we secured a meeting with Target Guest Experience Center, and right now they are evaluating our solution for pilot test. We're not fundraising right now. However, we're looking for strategic partnerships with brands and retailers. We're looking for interest to potential customers, and we're looking for strategic board advisors. I will be more than happy to schedule an in-person meeting with you, answer all of your questions. My name is Val, and thank you so much for your attention.
Hello everyone, this is Ashutosh from VConvert, and let me start by sharing a random fact. My co-founder and I have traveled to more than 15 countries in the last few years, and this is what we captured. Starting from our birthplace, India, we covered places that have a similar consequence of improper waste management practices. At a global stage, over 700 million tons of trash is daily produced but never meets the correct treatment standards. The problem of trash overflow and inefficient end-mile logistics impacts even the developed economies at nearly all scales and is becoming worse every year. To sum it up, available solutions are super expensive, labor-intensive, and produce untraceable output or consistent in quality of service. We saw a massive opportunity here, and hence VConvert was born. We are on a mission to build a trash-free world using our connected trash bin that make use of IoT and AI to perform actions such as trash auto sort, collect super useful information, and step up the trash ecosystem. The hardware setup is complemented by an easy-to-use platform-agnostic software dashboard called Haptic. The dashboard helps customers visualize a variety of useful information in an interactive way. Moving on, the third use case is a game changer when you think about end-mile trash logistics. Using smart navigation and real-time notifications planner, we make trash logistics super easier for fleet managers of all scales. Think of this as Uber for trash collection. Fleet managers have a dedicated map service in their vehicles that helps them connect most optimum paths. This now explains how the combination of hardware and software really works. It all begins with you. When an individual makes a trash disposal, it triggers a request, making the system from standby mode. The electronic sensors on board perform their intended tasks and collects a variety of information in the form of binary data points and send it to the dashboard. The intercepted data is then represented graphically, providing decision makers with granular and interactive information such as level of the trash in the bins, real-time bins locations, and much more. The market, however, is massive. Economically speaking, the global market size accounts for 100 billion and is expected to reach 500 billion by next 5 years, growing at a CAGR of 6%. And on a quantitative scale, we have identified more than 10 million enterprises and cities as our target buyers. A customer on an average spends anywhere between 30,000 to 60,000 annually, and when approximately 70% of the spending accounts for resource management and everything with no significant service quality. As a heads up, let me talk about the tenfold customer benefits our solution has to offer. First being the savings. Our technology helps your enterprise learn about the slightest dynamically generated information, delivering the right data and analytics needed to benchmark the value chain and support the workflows. About the business model, you can avail all of the previously mentioned benefits under a 2-digit monthly price tag. We start from as low as $19 a unit a month with a one-time setup cost that ranges at $120. VConvert has gained a huge momentum since our inception. When we started early in 2019, an unpaid regulated customer feedback exercise made us validate our product market fit within the first 60 days. We went on to deploy 350 of our units across different enterprises locally, translating to a 10,500 MRR, but numbers dipped because of COVID-19. The problem of waste management is not unknown to any one of us. To catch upon the opportunity, these are some of the players seemingly being looked as in direct competition to us. Speaking of positioning ourselves uniquely, we have been making effortless attempts to keep up with our proprietary AutoSorg tech and compactness that our hardware setup has to offer. Much spoken about the venture, here are the key management people who essentially are the brains behind the idea. Pranav and I laid the foundation of this venture out of our personal interest being techie and environmentalist at heart. Collectively, the four of us bring an exquisite and proven experience in business analytics, tech, product, and business management that turns out to be a right team combination. Moving forward, we are envisioning an exciting journey leveraging on best technological practices and optimizing customers' experience to the next level. For the next quarter, we're looking to deploy our signature WCGO console for commercial use across different spaces, and at the moment, our product team is working extensively to control the manufacturing processes to trim down the COGS and achieve a significant upgrade on technical grounds. As I reach to the end of our pitch, let me take a moment to summarize how our fundraise search looks like. First things first, we are looking for a strategic collaboration who believes in the same hustle as everyone in the team does. With an investment opportunity of $500K, we're looking to clock in a significant rise in customer service and a similar impact on revenues as well. This brings me to the end of the pitch. We're now open to questions.